Alright, welcome back to Professional Diagnostics. We're back with another oddball diagnostic situation here. This vehicle in question is a Mercedes-Benz, and as you'll notice, the dashboard speedometer does not show any speed at all. Check engine lights on, SRS lights on. The back wheel is spinning. It's a strange situation there. Obviously the transmission output shaft is spinning. As we come around here to our scan tool, we see something interesting that our data stream, we are showing our Planet speed sensor 625, speed sensor N3 625, turbine speed sensor 600, right rear vehicle speed sensor 600, left rear vehicle speed sensor RPM 592. However, with all of that being said, we have a vehicle with a set of codes stored in it. Right there, we have a speed sensor N3 not working correctly. Canned communication disturbed engine management. Interestingly enough, we found water in the wiring harness and water inside the ECU. But now we've cleared the codes, cleaned all that up, and the system seems to be working normally. So one of the things we want to do is take this one step further before we release this to the customer. We think we've got it straightened out. We're just resolving the water inside the harness. We want to come in here. We want to get and see if that sensor is actually working. So this here is our RPM2 sensor. Beautiful little waveform there. And then we're just going to relocate our sensor probe there. I'm going to pause this while I do that. Now we're back recording again, and we've hooked up to our speed sensor number 3 output, and unfortunately we do not have a sensor output there. This gives us a concern there. It lets us know that in spite of the fact that we're seeing an output reading on the scan tool there, that sensor actually is not creating an output. Back out of our scan tool here. Since the sensor 2 is creating an output, and we look at our wiring diagram, and we see that these sensors share a power supply, and they share a ground. That tells us if the outputs themselves, if one is correct and one is not, then it has to be the RPM sensor or the wire from the sensor itself to the engine control unit. I've already ohmed that wire, so this lets us know that 100% the RPM sensor number 3 inside the transmission is bad. The sensors are replaced as a pair, so we'll make the recommendation to replace the sensor. And that's how we confirm a diagnosis. We had a possible problem there with the water in the harness, but you don't stop there and just assume that the water in the harness is the problem. You continue with the testing, even if you don't always get the results that you expect, and you find out what's actually wrong with the car. Have a great day.